Hi everyone, welcome back to Spiritual Growth Tarot. This reading is for Tuesday, October 20th, and I'm Denise in case you're a new viewer. Okay, so 3 cards for the day to help us spiritually grow, to come back home to who we truly are, and to open to the abundance of the universe. Okay. Ooh, Ace of Wands there is nice. Okay, so with the Ace of Wands, Queen of Cups reversed, and the Nine of Wands. Okay. Well, with the Ace of Wands here, this can open up the morning into something very powerful. Hold on one second. I need to turn on some lights here. Hold on. Okay. So with the Ace of Wands, of course, it's a lot of power, but the power is within. And I love the artwork with this card. I mean, just the way that it looks like it can just drop into our consciousness, but actually, this much power is truly within, every cell of your body. It's in the nucleus of every cell. And then surrounded by, empty space so that it has the space to receive. But with the wands, they're usually, the consciousness is usually more outwardly moving. But then our inner receptiveness, which is what the Queen of Cups is all about, it's like the divine feminine. We have the divine masculine and the divine feminine. Well, the divine feminine is the energy that receives, and of course the universe is bound by law to receive us. And then with the divine masculine, that is consciousness. So yeah, I know we always say all the time it's all about energy. Well, it's actually all about energy and consciousness, because something can be received, but then you have to, well, it kind of comes, it's like, is it the chicken or the egg? I think it's the chicken, because you have to, well, the energy is always there to receive us, but we have to consciously open, which is what the Queen of Cups is all about. We have to consciously open and direct the energy. So that's where we blend the two forces together that seem like could be separate here on Earth, but they're honestly not. And in the highest spiritual realms, there's no separation at all between energy and consciousness, or the masculine and feminine. It's just that the feminine is more receptive and the masculine is more active. So, with this being one of those very, very active cards, it has the pure potentiality to create anything that you want. And all you need to do is to open up to receive it. But in order to do that, we have to get out of our own way. When she's reversed, it has to do with like a moody place where we're like, oh, darn it, I haven't gotten what I wanted yet. Or I've gotten something, but it's not what I've wanted. And I'm having to hang in there, and I'm feeling a little beat up with the Nine of Wands. That can be what some of you feel. And it could be something that we all feel every day. That's very, very possible. But with the Ace of Wands here, just know that it is the power of creation. It is a brand new beginning, and it's very, very powerful. Very powerful. So know that it's always there every day and every moment. This doesn't have to just be about this day. We don't get, some days more powerful than the other. Every day and every moment is just as powerful as the next. But with the Queen of Cups here reversed, there's a test, because when this is, in the reverse position, it has to do with being a little too passive. It can have to do with codependency issues, or at the very least, well, it all goes together, an emotional insecurity, like feeling like I might get beat up, I might get hurt if I really put myself out there. And yes, it does have to be tempered, but I love the Wands and the Cups energy combined. Now, of course, Cups tend to naturally flow better with pentacles, because the pentacles hold like the container in the water of the cups, flow. And then, an ace or wands can go better with swords because of, the movement of fire and air together. You've got a lot of movement. But I don't necessarily see them working against each other when they're not lined up that way. Because I see the power of the emotional body. I see the power of how our feelings can direct and our feelings have to do with, our attitudes as well, but how everything that's within us can direct the energy flow. So with the Queen of Cups here, our challenge is to work on the emotional reactions when they come up. It's like, I want something and I know what I want. I finally know what I want. And that's a really good thing. And then we drop it into, our emotional body, and we go, oh, well, but I've never gotten what I wanted. Or every time I've tried for what I wanted, I got something else, which was the opposite. So we have these real feelings inside that are valid, because, and they're partly emotional reactions because we didn't get what we wanted in the past. And it could have to do with an issue with our mother, who wasn't that good with us as little ones as we needed. A mother who didn't fulfill or meet our real needs. A mother who didn't mirror back to us the beauty and love, that we are. Or didn't foster our creative self-expression. That's very, very possible. If you happen to grow up in the 50s like I did, and you had parents that thought that children were, well, first of all, discipline came in the form of smacks on the hands and the butt all the time. And, if that teaches you not to trust people, nothing will. I mean, my goodness. And then there was, that tendency to be seen and not heard. Well, children were to be seen and not heard. Don't say anything, and, always be where I can see you. But then again, there's neglect, Or it could have been outright abuse. And if that happens, then of course we have these places inside where we're confused and we don't trust our real feelings. And then there's another aspect to this card where you maybe went to a parent and had something to either complain about because, something didn't feel right, or something awful happened, like imagine something happening awful at school, or anything in life that a child goes through, and you go to that parent and they discount your feelings somehow, or tell you shouldn't feel that way, or don't listen at all, or you can't find them, or when you get to them, they're too busy and they don't care. And this happens repeatedly. Well, that child grows up to believe that their feelings don't matter, and maybe possibly they don't matter at all. And they might also believe that if they express their feelings, they might get beat up, which is what the Nine of Wands can be here. So we have to go back into our childhoods and reparent ourselves through those times. We have to imagine what it would be like to have a healthy mommy and daddy, and what that could possibly feel like. And the best way, I think, is just to imagine if you had a little one, how you would treat your little one, and then treat yourself that way, and to love yourself through these challenging times. Now, for others, with the Queen of Cups reversed, we can have one of those awarenesses of, wow, I see a better way to do this. I'm in a codependent relationship, and I just got some ideas about how life could be if I didn't have to move through life in such a defended way. Always taking care of this other person who's not taking care of themselves, and always being there for this person who's actually abusing themselves, and therefore I'm not seen and I'm being abused. It can be like that. So, if that's the case, with the Nine of Wands in there, the challenge is to just, have your have your faith in creating what it is that you really truly want. To hold firm to your faith. Notice this huge wand up here, and she's looking up to it, and she's like, yeah, I have had to guard myself, you know. I have had to do all this work, but I'm here. And also to know that you must really be a strong person if you've been holding space for someone else who's been abusing, or abusing a drug or alcohol, or you, or something else, or who just isn't strong inside. Maybe they're addicted to porn. Maybe they're online on the internet. Maybe they're addicted to just negativity on, like, let's say, watching a lot of conspiracy theory videos and QAnon garbage. There's all of that out there. Maybe they're addicted to the negative pleasure of hatred and separation from their fellow brothers and sisters. So if that's been going on and you've been having to defend against that, there's a time when you have to turn this around and you say, I want more space. I want the universal forces of love, truth, and wisdom to flow through me all the time, and I can't do that if I'm constantly defending against negativity. And then this helps us set a healthy boundary. This helps us come into the place where we say, you know what, I'm done with this. I'm done. And whatever you have to do to get to that place where you're done, then by the time you get to the Ten of Wands, when it could be just a huge insurmountable burden that you're going to have to throw off anyway, you're ahead of the game. You're totally ahead of it. So that's all I have to say about that. Let's do one of these little cards. They're not little, they're big. These are big cards from the Spirit Animal Oracle. Now let's see what it is that we need to know. Oh, yeah. Look at that. Open to infinite possibility. Yeah. Look at that. Is such a beautiful card. So all things are possible in all areas of your life. And that goes so beautifully with the, let me get these cards back, with the Ace of Wands there. That goes so beautiful. Well, actually, it's pretty darn good with this card too. Right? With this Queen of Cups. I mean, look how open she is. Infinite possibilities. The experience of infinite possibilities. Because it is something that you have to feel. It's not something, infinite possibilities. Yeah, you get the idea in your head, but until you can feel that openness in your body and open, the idea is here, the power is here, the opening is here, but then opening up your whole emotional body, your whole being, to remember that's who you truly are. You truly are a creator, and we have infinite possibilities here on earth. And in the spirit world, it's already created. All that we're needing, wanting, longing for, it's already created. It's already in the spirit world. We just have to open up to receive it and bring it down into our lives. So, I think that's all I have to say on that. Okay, you guys, take good care. Bye.